friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin and I like to film eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos, as well as the occasional other beauty content sprinkled in. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos every single week. And for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And I'm wearing what I want to say is the Brie wig. No, it's not Brie. What is it? What was the name of it? I posted it on TikTok. It's from Chelsea Smith Cosmetics. I had Maddie Raven or something. Robin Raven. There was like an R one. I don't know what the name of this one was. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, hold on. Oh, the other one was Ember. Beth. It's not Brie, it's Beth. Okay, I'm wearing the Beth wig from Chelsea Smith Cosmetics. Anyways, I'm gonna style it different, but I just have it pinned back for the sake of this video. I don't know that any of you cared about that, but anyways, we are going to be using the Blend Buddy Cosmetics Lure palette. I'm gonna do one look on both eyes first, and then I'll do a second and a third look, like one on each eye after. If you're not new here, I'm in the process of a 30 days of only using 10 palettes type of challenge, and I'm gonna have to extend that a day because I am gonna do just looks with this palette today. But anyways, if you want to see me create 3 different looks using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Lure palette, then you should go ahead and like this video and keep on watching. So I'm in a little bit of a rush, but I have this idea that I think will be really cool. So it is what it is. Ooh, this is my About Face Shadow Fix Primer, but I kind of have, I think it's seen better days. I'm like to the end of it, so I'm trying to like squeeze it out, and I think it like warped the wand a little bit, but that's all right. This is my preferred eyeshadow base. So that way, if there's something like an issue that goes wrong with the palette, I know that it's the palette and not the eyeshadow base. And I am super excited about this. I'll try and remember to post my TikTok where I just showcase the palette and did swatches and stuff. I'll try and post that on shorts as well, so that if you're curious, you can see, check my channel for that. That'll probably, honestly, if I remember to do it, that'll be up before this video goes up, but if I don't remember to do it, then whatever. Okay, so details on this palette. First of all, I'm obsessed with this outer carton. It has like raised mermaid scales that are glittery. It says 24 shades for the mermaid within. And let's see, it has a 12-month open container, vegan, cruelty-free, made in China. There are pressed pigments, so not all of the shades are deemed eye safe by the FDA, but I explained that in a recent video. So anyways, like, okay, so it's this shade, this shade, this shade, that shade, that shade, that shade, that shade, that's the one that surprised me, that shade, and that one, and that one. So oh, and I think I skipped that one. So anyways, it's a decent amount of the palette. So if that's something that concerns you, do with that information what you want. As I've always said, I do not care. Pretty much the pressed pigments, the only issue I seem to have with them is that they stain. And I always swatch palettes before I end up putting them on my eye. So if I have a reaction, I see it on my arm more so than my eye. I'm going to use my Queen of the Cut Crease stickers from Crown Noir Cosmetics for today's look. I don't think I've used these stickers in a look, like in a video on YouTube. I've used them quite a few times recently on TikTok, but I don't know that I've done it on YouTube in a while. But anyways, the stickers you want to put on the back of your hand. I know this has nothing to do with the Blend Bunny video, but if you're ever curious about these stencils, you want to kind of put them on the back of your hand just to take some of that stickiness off, because you don't really want it like super sticky. And then I'm gonna edit this out because I'm gonna need to get real close and personal with this mirror to place this. Now that I look sufficiently wacky, I'm gonna tell you what my vision is. So I'm picturing like this teal, I think like the teal, the pink, And then I kind of want to do the brown. So what my thought is that like, not necessarily blending them together, but almost like graphic liners to create kind of this like graphic shape. So it'll be the cut crease with the wing is what I'm thinking with those 3 shades. And then the, I don't know where I was gonna go with that. Oh, and then on the lid, I haven't quite decided what I'm doing with that. I might just put the shade Pearl all over the lid. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what we're doing or hoping will work. So this could be really ugly. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. So we're just gonna find out. And I cleaned my brushes, people. Thank you. I cleaned 3 out of 4 cups of brushes. So not all of them, but 75%. So I'm proud of it. I did declutter a bunch of brushes because I found I did not care about them enough to clean them. So I'm going to start with Sea Nymph because I want to kind of go blue, brown, pink because I'm not necessarily blending them, but I think the teal and the pink will blend into the brown shade nicely. So I do think, you know, if you have a heavy cake liner collection, you can probably recreate this look with that, or you could do shadows. I sometimes like to just use shadows as liners because they're a little bit easier to work with, and that it's a little bit easier to correct any mistakes, things of that nature. It's a little bit more forgiving than the liquid liners are. This teal, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So okay, now we're going in with Pirates. I should be pointing to the shades. I'm so sorry. Anyways, this was the shade we were using, Sea Nymph. Now we're gonna go in with Pirate's Life, which is the brown. And the first brush we were using, it's like I'm new at this. This is a Real Techniques defining brush. Now I'm going in with a Made by Mitchell ME6 brush. And this is the part I'm nervous about because I don't want to cover up. I just want to go slightly above where we put the Sea Nymph. Ooh, okay. I think it's going okay so far. So far, so good. Ooh, that's kind of fun. All right. And I do want them to blend together just like the tiniest bit. That's another benefit of using the shadows is because we can create a blend a little bit easier. But I'm going back in with the teal shade to do that, or Sea Nymph, I think is what it was called. And you know what? For the sake of time, I'm gonna do the pink now. So we're gonna go in with Booty. And this is a Made by Mitchell ME7 brush. So it's the same kind of concept, but it's a little bit smaller than the last brush. Okay, this is kind of matching what I pictured. Sometimes you picture a look in your head and then it's not the same. It's not the same. I watched, I know I watched Angelica Nyqvist's video with this palette. Not sure who else has posted videos with this palette, but I definitely watched this one, or hers, I mean. And then I feel like I might have watched another one, but Angie's looks were so gorgeous. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have to recreate those at some point. Okay, so this is the crease. I'm gonna do this on the other side off camera so that I don't have to edit out as much footage, and then I'll come back to show sort of the next steps of the look. Okay, so this is the eye shape. I realized that I think I meant to do Baited instead of Booty, but oh well, it's too late. It's kind of giving like 3D, like, you know, like like when it's like the red and the blue, so that if you have the 3D glasses on. Anyways, that's the vibe I'm getting, but whatever. So to show you how I did this look, I'm gonna show you how I did this, but on this eye. So we're gonna take the same brush we used earlier, which is the Made by Mitchell ME7 and the shade Booty, and just creating a shadow wing with that. You know what I think would be so fun if Blend Bunny did like a retro theme palette and did like a Palm Springs in the 50s sort of vibe. So just those really bright pastel like pinks and yellows and you know, some like mustardy, like you know what I mean, like I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but do you guys get what I'm saying? Anyways, I think that'd be a fun color story because I was picturing this and I was like, ooh, if I had an orange instead of this pink, this would be such a 70s vibe look. Although I guess I'm thinking Palm Springs in the 50s, maybe 70s, I don't know. just like retro, mid-century modern type of stuff. I think could be fun. Brown now. Pirate's Life and the Made by Mitchell ME. I think it was the 6. Yeah. It's basically the reverse of what we, well, not really the reverse. It's the, we're like starting with the pink, so it's like outside to in. It was what I was going for. Okay, last one. This is that Real Techniques brush and the shade Sea Nymph. And I am connecting it on that outer corner. And now I'm going back in with that brown to just kind of match that a little bit. And then the pink, which is Booty. I didn't bring my eye primer out far enough, so it's a little bit rough on the outside corners, but that's okay. All right, so let me clean up underneath this a little bit. It's not exactly even, but it's good enough for me. I said it's good enough for me and then continued to fix it. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think I want to go with any of the colors in them, unless do I want to do the teal shade Folklore? Let's just swatch Pearl. I think I want to go with Pearl. I think I do. It's already on my finger, so I'm going to try and apply this with my finger and see if I can get it like just a light kind of sparkle. Just like a hint of shimmer. And this is a pink to gold to maybe a green shift? Multi-chrome? I'm not 100% sure. I'm getting gold and pink for sure. And it's okay that it's a little bit messy. It doesn't have to be perfect because, you know, makeup's just for fun. I mean, I think that's gonna basically be the look. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything on the lower lash line or if I'm gonna leave it like this. I'll come back and show you the lower lash line if I decide to do anything with it. So we'll find out together in a second. Here is the finished look. I didn't show the lower lash line, but I just used Booty and what's the brown shade? Pirate's Life. And then I put Pearl as my inner corner. So I didn't think that was all that interesting to watch. I obviously went with very dramatic lashes. If you're curious what they are the La La lashes from the MUA lash, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the MUA lash. And then I'm trying out the About Face Beauty lip color butter, and this is the shade Dragon Fruit Fusion. I love the component on this, and also I'm obsessed with this. It's literally like a lip balm, like a tinted lip balm, and I love it. So anyways, if you have dry lips, you might like this formula as well. But anyways, finished look. I am happy with how it turned out. I think the dramatic lashes helped. I might have put the cut crease sticker a little high, and then also I think I probably should have gone with the lighter pink for a little bit more contrast, but it's okay. I still like how it turned out, and the lighter pink wouldn't have matched the pink lips. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think it's fun. I feel very like 70s mermaid, you know? That's the vibe I'm getting right now. So anyways, we are going to dinner, or going to my mom's house for dinner. And I'm not sure if I will actually end up doing the other two looks today. I might have to do them tomorrow, but doesn't matter because you're gonna see them in a second. Obviously I lied because I'm back looking the exact same. So I am gonna knock out 2 more looks tonight, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do 1 look on each eye because I wanted to bring 3 looks. I felt that was the number I wanted, and I don't want to be here all night. And by all night, you know, it's 9:12. So anyways, let me get this hair out of the way. All right, so I have wiped off my eyes. There's still some pink in some spots, but that's okay. And gosh, I don't know what I want to do. I probably should have figured that out before I started filming. So I'm going to start on this eye. We're going to start with the shade Jellyfish, which is the lightest shade in the purple row. And I'm taking a Cosmic Brushes CB1. And I also hope you're all super proud of me, because after I finished that last look, I did like a quick clean of my brushes. Normally I just do the color swatch, but I actually did like one of those quick dry cleaning of the brushes I used for the last look. So look at me, I might actually be somewhat keeping my brushes clean, and then I can do a deep cleaning of them, you know, probably not that frequently. I'm not gonna How do you all clean your brushes? I've seen some people like do them in the laundry. Is that something that anybody's tried? Does that work? I've heard it can mess up some of your brush handles. You run the risk of damaging that, so I don't know, I'm iffy on it. And I wasn't talking, but I was talking about random stuff, but I'm just fluffing this into the crease, and yeah, that pink shade definitely stained. I mean, I just wiped it off with the makeup eraser. I didn't like actually like wash my face, so who knows, maybe it wouldn't stain if I hadn't done that. Okay, so next shade, I'm gonna use this ColourPop E17 brush, and we're gonna go down the line. We're gonna go with Seductress, which is the medium purple shade. And don't worry, I'm not doing a monochromatic purple look. Okay, let me take a break for a sec. I do like that Blend Bunny always like sets their palettes up this way, because I feel like everybody automatically has 6 looks that they can do, right? You could do a look with each individual row. So it might feel like that's what I'm doing, but I promise it's not. I'm gonna do something a little different. But anyways, we're gonna go in with Seductress. Seductress? I can't talk. And with her having this gradient, you always get such a nice blend. It's so good. Like, it's so easy to blend these shades together. It's kind of crazy. All right, so next up, let's use a Beetlejuice. This is one of the Melt Beetlejuice brushes. It's just like a little tiny, dense, fluffy brush. We're gonna go in with Tentacles. And I'm gonna try something where I'm gonna do basically the same shape on each eye, but different colors. So like, you know, you could wear it where you have the 2 different eyes not matching, but then you could also do both eyes matching. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? You'll get it in a sec. You'll get it once I'm done. Oh my gosh, that blend though. Oh, that's so perfect. I love purple. If you're new here, I love purple eyeshadow. If you're not new here, you should know that by now. So I was kind of debating, I'm pulling this back because I don't like, I know people hate when people tuck wigs, but I don't like it in my face. I know that people like when, or I don't know why I was going to say that. I was going to say, I was going to just do one eye, then the other eye, but I don't feel like it. So we're not going to. I'm going to take this Pro Crease brush. This is the number 19 brush from Sephora. And I'm going to go in with Seafoam. We're going to do the same thing where we run down that line. Or no, we're going to do it. It's too late. Oh, this is such a pretty mint shade. Okay, so we did that. So I'm gonna put the green there. Okay, so next we're gonna go in Mermaid Lagoon, and I'm not holding this palette up each time. We're just going down the row. You all, you know what we're doing. This is a Morphe M433 brush. When I cleaned my brushes earlier, I got rid of most of my Morphe brushes, but there's some that I actually really do like the shape, so kept a few. I just felt like I had so many Morphe brushes that's why I was always reaching for them, even though they're not my favorite. And it's because I had so many that my other brushes were kind of getting lost. So anyways, I mean, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, feel like I should go get a red wig so that I get like the full Ariel vibes right now. All right, next up is an Uncharted. That's the darkest green. And I'm gonna take this Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Oh, I should have probably been using my Blend Bunny brushes this whole time. Whatever. Okay, Uncharted. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut my crease. I usually like to use the Kaleidos Tone Activator eye primer. This one's just a more pigmented eye primer, so I think it's better for like cut creasy stuff. Okay, so I think that's somewhat even. All right, let's clean off the back of my hand because I don't like having makeup on the back of my hand. All right, so now the fun part. We are going to take a, what is this? The Ace Beauté Paletopoli P3 brush. And I'm going to go in to the shade Lost at Sea, which is the pastel matte teal. I'll show you. Since I'm not running down the line anymore. That's Lost at Sea. Now I could have done it where I did the green pastel over here and the purple pastel over here, but I wanted to mix in more colors, so here we are. These pastel mattes are just insane. They are so pretty. This is gonna this will probably replace how much I've reached for my Carnival Interstellar, the number Carnival 5 Interstellar or whatever. I keep reaching into that palette because those pastels are gorgeous, but I'm really liking these. I also like the pastels in the Fairy Tale Fairies palette, but so between that and this one, I feel like I have everything I need. Okay, so that is for, nope, that's for the purple look. So we'll go over here. And then I'm gonna take this Melt Cosmetics Sombre Plana 24. It's another flat brush, and we're gonna go in with the shade Baited, which is this pastel pink shade here. The shade I meant to use in the first look, but didn't. I used Booty instead. This is like such a like watermelon look over here. I kind of am living for it. Ooh, I like that pink and green combo a lot. Okay, so now going back to the other side, because I feel like now that I'm looking at it, I want a little bit something. So I'm gonna go in with Sea Nymph, which is the teal, like in that same teal row, it's the medium teal. And I'm just gonna tap this so we have a little bit more of a blend into that deeper purple. And I'm using the opposite side of that same Ace Beauté brush we used earlier. I am loving this. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this palette, you guys. Seriously. All right, now I'm gonna take that same shade Tentacles from earlier and on the same brush and just kind of build that back up. And we're gonna go back in with the teal just to create a very nice gradient. Since they're matte, both matte shadows, you just kind of want to go back and forth to get a nice blend. Not that that's that hard with the quality of these shadows, but that is what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, and on the other side of that brush, we're going to go back into Booty. The pink and green aren't going to blend quite as much because they don't really, they're not like as close to each other on the color wheel as like the blue. I mean, it's teal, but it's still like the blue and purple, but anyways. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you all, I'm really quite obsessed with this. Like this one was not what I had planned. Like I had the first look planned, and then when I was thinking through this, I was gonna do this one, and then was not sure what I was gonna do for the last look. But then as I was doing this one just kind of popped into my head. So yeah, I was not expecting to have like a watermelon looking eye look, but I'm here for it. All right, so I'm going to kind of clean up the under eyes, also figure out my liner, and then come back for the lower lash line. I did the same base products as earlier, so we're all set there. Okay, so now I want to decide what I want to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the same mattes on bottom as I did on top. I know that's boring, so same brushes, same shades, but I went with the matching liner in the waterline, so I kind of feel like I want to keep the pop, you know, to that. Because I debated going with like the blue mattes or the pink mattes, you know, but I'm not feeling it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a brush for the inner corner, and we're going to use this detail pencil brush from Sigma and Samantha Ravindal, and I'm going to go in with the shade Charmed, which is the shimmer shade from the purple section, purple row, you know what I'm saying? And I love an all matte look with just like a sparkly inner corner. This one's not quite light enough for an inner corner shade for me, but that's okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the other side. If I were to do this like in, you know, the non-matching eye looks, I think I would rather like wear it where like I have the teal on this side with the purple so that it's a little bit more cohesive. So like realistically, I don't think I'd ever wear this out and about. So I do truly feel like these are two looks, but listen, if you would be game to wear this as is out and about, these two looks, let me know in the comments. I can't wait till I'm done with my I can only use 10 palette challenge so that I can recreate Angie's look with this palette because it was so gorgeous. Okay, I'm just gonna clean off that same Sigma brush like with a color switch, and then I'm going to do the inner corner highlight, and we're gonna go in with Folklore, which is the light green. It's the shimmer from the green row. So that's basically it. Let me go do lashes and all that and come back. Okay, I did the same lashes from earlier, so this is basically everything's the same except for the eyeshadow. like look. But anyways, here are the last two looks that I did for this video. Definitely not going to be the last two looks I do with this palette. So let's chat about my thoughts on the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Allure palette. So first of all, I love this color story. I think it's gorgeous. I love the mermaid vibes. I love the theming. I love the shade names. It's just so fun. I haven't used any of the blue shades. I haven't used X Marks the Spot, Sailor's Delight, In a Bottle. Did I use 30? No  32 meters. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I haven't used 10 of the shades. So between the three looks, I've used 14 out of the 24 shades. So I've gotten a decent, you know, feel for it so far. But definitely this shimmer formula is way better than the shimmers in the Surge palette. And I have the original iteration of the Surge. I was watching Heather Austin's video earlier, and she said that she thought that they had reformulated the Surge so that it has their new shimmer formula. So if any of you have a more recent version of Surge and like that shimmer formula, that's why it's different, I think. But anyways, this reminds me of the shimmer formula in the All Done Up palette, which is really sparkly and a little bit on the sheer side, definitely able to build it up. So color story is a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Love the packaging and the theming, 10 out of 10. Didn't test longevity on this, but I've never had issues with longevity with Blend Bunny shadows, so I would imagine that these would be similar if I did try that. I really like all the looks that I created. I like the size of this palette. I think this will be definitely a palette that I'll want to reach for more and use more. I know I said when I did the Unearthly video that I just posted, the like mystery box, I was like, this is the third palette I've tried this year and so far it's #1. Unfortunately, it's been dethroned and this one is #1 now. So don't be surprised if you see a ranking and that one goes up to the top, because I really, really like it and I really want to play with it more. So I definitely will be as soon as my challenge is over. But yeah, let me know what you think about the 3 looks I created. Hopefully I gave you some inspiration, either eye shapes, color story, whatever. Let me know if you picked this palette up or if you skipped it. I love chatting makeup with you all in the comments. As always, if you know, feel free to shop your stash to recreate these looks. You don't have to buy things to, you know, recreate the looks. But if you were on the fence on this, I'm gonna suggest that you push yourself over and you get this, because it is amazing. So anyways, that's everything from me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.